Bum 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 bum. It's the live stream. Your boy is here chopping it up with the people. Don't you know it's the king of the fucking channel? You know what I'm saying? How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. It's a beautiful Sunday, May 5th, 2024. It's 8:45 p.m. Eastern time, and here I am live. I'm excited to chop it up. 301 went down last night. Omalley versus Merab got announced this morning. So there's been a lot of shit that's happened in the past, 24 hours, dude. So it's pretty epic. Hey, Larry CTM, my guy. Yeah, I was the king of the prelims last night. I am the prelim king, bro. The king of the prelims all day long. I went on a 10-fight win streak yesterday, and then took some L's on the top. I think I should have won the main event still. Rizzy Boyev is going down a weight class. He's fighting at 170. It's not that it's his first time. Shout out to your GOAT Lionheart. Hey, Girthy Meats, what's up, bro? What's going on, my guy? Big W. Anthony, don't attack our family Smith. Anthony Smith, listen, he had a breakout performance. Anthony Smith hadn't looked this good since 2018. He locked up the guillotine early, but let's be honest. Petrino fought stupid. He decided to shoot. I think it was because of a leg injury. So he's made that weight before. Well, shit, I got to take him at plus. He's made the weight before, but he's also lost at that weight class. There's a fight of him on YouTube getting bodied at 170. Buckley is dead meat. I think Buckley's live to win. I don't think Rizzy Boyev is going to look as good cutting the weight. I think him deciding to cut is actually a bad move. I think he'd be better up in weight. I'm on something bad because I think Erceg won. I thought he won it, man. I thought he won it. If damage trumps all, I think he won. Hey, Dubs in the chat. Let's go, Thai Nation, my guy. Petrino effed your parlay. I'm sorry, Larry. Anthony Smith was getting his ass kicked, and Petrino just handed him the guillotine. He's like, listen, this strangled me. I love that Michelle Pereira didn't get DQ'd for illegally backflip stomping Ihor's ginger head because it was dope as fuck. It was absolutely dope. It was a massive, massive, massive moment, dude. Yo, AJ, how bad you want to be like MMA Guru? I mean, having a channel like his is definitely on the horizon for me. But doing the exact same content, nah, I'm doing my style. I have a bunch of Merab memorabilia I'm trying to give away for free and no one will take it. I find that hard to believe, yo. Can't believe our boy Bedtime got raw. I know, dude. He won the fight. Erceg beat the shit out of Pantoja. All Pantoja did was hold on for his life and avoided the fight. He just used the grappling control. Listen, in the old rule set, I'm not going to complain about that scorecard in the old rule set. But the modern rule set, that to me is a win for Steve Erceg. Who fumbled the mic more, Felder or Buffer? I think Buffer did because of the Petrino fight. You cashed out before the Petrino fight? Well, you're a smart man. Buffer said Michelle Pereira was from Spain. All right, that's funny as hell. That's a fumble. Had a feeling all week Smith would get it done, but didn't pull the trigger on the bet. Rip. We should have all just done Smith by sub because that was his one path to victory. You the man, AJ. Thank you, Bobby Johnson. I appreciate you, man. I get wiped on my parlay on the Petrino fight. I'm sorry, dog. DC needs to shut the fuck up about round scoring. It's just confusing to me because if the criteria is damage, it's hard to argue with Steve Erceg win. If you're looking at the criteria from the last era of MMA, pre-change, yeah, I can see why you gave Pantoja 3 rounds to 2. Does Smith really think he can beat Pereira? I think he genuinely believes it, bro. Anthony Smith's an OG fighter. AJ, you know the cuts to the forehead bleed and look way worse than they are. You've been around boxing. The elbow was nasty, though. It was a close fight, but I had it 3 rounds to 2, Pantoja. And still, my brother said he thought kind of the same thing. But personally, I gave it to Erceg, man. I had some chicken tenders, some chicken tender like fried, but like Italian style. And then I had some raviolis, man. I went to a communion today. AJ's thoughts on these picks for the upcoming fight night. Lewis, Rizzy Boyev, Verbeshki, Woodson, Despain, McKinney, Goff, Juice. The only one I'm not on is Rizzy Boyev, but I see why you're picking it. Yo, hit the likes. Listen to the Bob and hit the like button. Where you from, AJ? Florida, my man. I am Mr. USA. You've been crying about Erceg for too damn long. It's been one day. I'm allowed to cry for a few days. Did Anthony Smith just show Dustin Poirier the path to victory? Islam Makhachev is not going to let you strangle him like Petrino. There's no chance that it happens. Without the main event controversy, your picks were insane. I wish I listened to you and picked them. I'm just sucker for dogs. Well, normally on cards, there's more underdogs than that. That was a very favorite heavy card, but there's a lot of underdogs that typically do win. Don't pro wrestlers cut themselves there because it bleeds like crazy? I thought that was an old thing. I don't know if they actually cut themselves anymore. Pantoja was visibly hurt from that elbow to the head. He was holding his head in pain. I don't blame him, bro. That was a gnarly elbow that sliced him open. Rizzy Bov at dog money. Can't miss that shit. I respect you going for dog money. I think for me, I'm going Buckley. I think he's going to be able to put it on him. So frustrating because we all know with a few adjustments, Erceg would smoke Pantoja. Truth be told, Erceg is still developing, though, and Pantoja does have a lot of experience. Barboza was a robbery. Agreed. This card was full of mismatches. It definitely was. Definitely was. They still cut in wrestling? I didn't know they still did that in pro wrestling. Overall, you had outstanding views on the fights because of you. Winners. Thank you, Kevin Smith. You're a good man. I appreciate that. I'll be back here after Dustin gets the Gilly. Well, Western Mass Climber, if Dustin locks up a Gilly on Islam Makhachev, I will all hail Western Mass for the pick. Despain, Woodson, Rebeshki, and Barshev, I think they all hit Hernanov. What's up, Kevin Smith? What's happening? Costa did so good. Bro, Alexandro Costa looked epic. 100% both female fights over 2.5. I completely agree. Islam's going to Von Flu choke Dustin. I think Dustin would let it go before getting locked in that. Even though I bet on Erceg, Pantoja's the better fighter. He never backed down. Listen, I respect if that's your side. I respect if that's your side. If you feel that in your heart of hearts that that's the truth, well, all right. I thought that Erceg did enough. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch. I haven't had the chance to and rescore. But in the moment, I really thought Erceg won. This card was matched in favor of Brazilians. Of course, we're in Brazil. I'll bet heavy on Dustin via sub. How heavy is heavy to you, though? It takes away from the real robbery, saying Erceg was robbed when it came down to the last round. I personally still gave him the fight. I still think they took it from him in Brazil. I thought he'd done enough. Of course, Dustin's a huge dog. Yeah, he needs to be a big dog. Erceg does belong, though. He definitely proved that, and no one can take that away from him, period. Yeah, he had the best performance against Pantoja out of, anybody in years, really. Yeah, Rufy looked epic, bro. Rufy looked epic. Those takedowns, the ground control. Fair point of the old scoring, but ground control is not the top criteria. It's damage. And Erceg sliced Pantoja open in that third round and had good strikes on him on the feet. If Conor wins versus Chandler, who's next for him? I think Conor versus Holloway fight makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Gomez. Why every time you're locking a night don't win, you say we fumbled the bag, guys? I mean, I get pissed. He beats Pantoja in 2 years, just way too early. It was a little too early. I still thought he got it at the end. If Cop was in Erceg's spotlight, he's finishing Pantoja. I don't know. I think Erceg's better than Cop. Bro, I got to mention how crazy it is that Pantoja was smart enough to bait Erceg into that takedown in the 5th. He's definitely a smart SOB. The Weasel did a great breakdown on Erceg. Who did he think won at the end? I didn't watch it. No shit, Strickland. I knew he was checking the cut and how severe it was. Makes sense. Guru thought Erceg was robbed. You right, AJ. You a savage. My guy, Kevin Smith. Thank you for hyping me up. I appreciate you getting my back. Positional control is not scored when there's a clear leader in impact. Tarzan Strickland. Unfortunately, though, that's what the criteria states, but that's not the reality of decisions now. Pantoja was getting away with free teep groin shots with no warnings from the ref. When Orobai touches the cage, he gets 1 point. The Orobai cage grab was a major factor, though. Let's be 100% honest. And, I respect the point deduction. Strickland beat DDP 4-1. Strickland DDP 2 is a fight that I'd like to see. You think Erceg's definitely the future? I hope he eventually gets another title fight. Erceg Kaikar France would be crazy next. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. He thought it was a robbery. I'm glad that he's in agreement with me. Good. I think we're on point. Kevin Smith, you're giving your confidence that you're wrong. You're way wrong. What did he say? Was Dana at the pay-per-view? I don't believe he was. Cop versus Erceg. Next winner gets a Pantoja rematch. Also, the Weasel scored it for Erceg. Listen, me and the Weasel are all aligned. Me, the Weasel, MMA Guru, we're all aligned. If damage is the number one criteria, Steve Erceg is the UFC flyweight champion. If it's not, then 3-2 for the side of Pantoja is fair. Cop versus Erceg, I think is a cool fight, actually. Gobi didn't pull through at the end. I was confused. I think he must have fell asleep or something. I'm sure that he'll make up for it. I don't think Gobi's a BSer, man. I think he's going to bring the heat. The cup sizes these guys were wearing, how do they feel the low blows? It's more because it pushes up on the cup. Uncle Weezy agrees too. Listen, the whole community agrees. Damage is not, humping is. Tarzan, you ever had a cut to the forehead? Put your hand on it, does nothing. But I can understand him saying that. Well, it's a bad visual, him touching it like that. Erceg won via damage, plain and simple, rounds 2, 4, 5, and arguably 3. Damage trumps all, control time every day. I scored it for Erceg. I gave him 4 rounds to 1. If damage is number one criteria, that's what I'm scoring it. I think he will pull through in the next stream. I trust him, Weez. Gobi's a guy that comes through. He probably had other things going on by the end of the night. Mokaev is going to lose badly to Pantoja. I think Mokaev is going to struggle to get him down and get touched up on the feet. I like that fight still. You had Erceg 4-1. It's crazy that we have a 4-1 Erceg call by us, but then on the flip side, it's 3-2 Pantoja or even 4-1 Pantoja. What's good, Pick'em? Good to see you in the chat, my brother. How'd you enjoy the fights? How'd you end up doing? What'd you think of Steve Erceg at the top? Don't know. Pantoja landed a lot of big shots. Pantoja landed some decent shots for sure. It was not a wipeout, but it was a win for, in my opinion, Steve Erceg. Ian Gary had a big pop from the crowd. He's a fucking Brazilian superstar. If that fight was in the States, Erceg wins all day. I thought. If I had a bet on Pantoja, I'd be singing a different tune. I've been watching you for years. I know you've been watching me for years, Gregory K, but I don't think that's true. I think that I'm pretty fair with my analysis, man. And I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat. If you think I'm biased, tell me right now. If you think I'm not, say, nah, AJ, you're down the center. You scored at Pantoja 48-47, but Erceg will be champ soon. So you gave Pantoja that third and final, or excuse me, that fifth and final. That was the money move for you. But what about the damaging elbow that sliced open Pantoja and the good strikes on the feet? Does that not count? I think I'm a little biased. Okay. So he should have lost that round. Didn't happen in 4. He lost 4 on most cards. I don't think the MMA media really knows how to score, though. I think the MMA YouTubers know how to score. You hedged a live bet when he was winning. You knew it was a fix. Damn. You don't think it was clean cut for Erceg? Okay. I missed 3 fights yesterday, Ben Ryder. Yeah, I was 10-3 on the card. You watched round 2 on mute and you thought that Pantoja won. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch. You think the 9 takedowns matter if damage doesn't trump all, I think. But if it does, how can we say? Makhachev Poirier June 1st. I think the fight is closer than people assume. The problem is historically Makhachev struggles with the grappling level. Excuse me, Poirier struggles with the grappling level of a guy like Makhachev. If Pantoja's strike count is significant strikes, elbows, and cuts on Pantoja's were more significant than all the strikes Pantoja threw, there needs to be another criteria for more significant strikes. Like maybe there should be a criteria, your typical strikes, your significant, and then your fight-changing strikes or your extremely damaging strikes. Because definitely Erceg won the battle of extremely damaging strikes. You wouldn't have been mad if Erceg got it. I appreciate that. I respect it. One thing to take is Erceg will definitely be champ soon. His style is really good, and he's still developing. He's only 28. Erceg gave the fight away. He did fumble the bag. I think that Erceg is a real hard fight for Royval. I actually really like that fight. Rewatched the fight this afternoon and still think Erceg won. There we go. Pantoja ate all Erceg strikes like Tic Tacs, so no damage. His face told a different story, though. His face tells a different story. Just because damage trumps all, you still have 4 minutes of control time versus 1 minute of okay strikes. But if it's damaging strikes on the feet and they're clean shots and they bust up the opponent, I think that we have to then come to a neutral ground. Then, okay, damage doesn't trump all. If damage does not trump all, then okay, you can give it to Pantoja 3 rounds to 2. But if damage does trump all, then Steve Erceg is the winner. They chose to change the rule set of judging, the criteria to damage trumps all. I didn't make that up. Royval Erceg is actually a really good fight. I respect you on that pick 'em. Yeah, he didn't get the finish. He was a little biased on calling the fight. You're only seeing what Erceg was doing and not Pantoja did. Takedowns and control counts, especially when trying to take the belt. All right. Pantoja is a pit bull. Figgy can't finish you. Erceg won't. All right. All right. 4-1 Erceg when he was controlled for almost 2 rounds. Does damage trump all or not? After the fight was over, I thought Royval versus Erceg's a banger. That's a good card, man. If you put that as a main event, or if they do him and Kai Kara-France. But I feel like Kara-France is a little down in the rankings. Pantoja robbery is all I'm hearing right now. Do you think Erceg won that fight 100%? No doubt. I personally do. I personally do. If you're telling me damage is the main criteria, which it is, that is the judging criteria, then Steve Erceg is the UFC champ. I knew after that Barboza fight that no way your boy would win a decision. I called you getting pissed off right then. Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed, bro. I'm in a fine mood now. Pantoja had better body language, poker face, exuded confidence. Judges scored the optics, and he's Brazilian, so they gave him a point just for that. Pantoja won just because the card was on Brazil. Anywhere else, the groin shots and damage would have favored Erceg. You have to score the elbows and left hooks over the takedowns that were followed up with nothing. Erceg won that 48-47. I know. I'm with you, bro. Aldo looks like a problem at 135 again. That looks like Aldo from 45. That's a different Aldo. He was motivated. Fuck Pantoja and Erceg. Let's see some shadow boxing. Fuck it, you the man, no matter what, AJ. I appreciate you, Gregory K. Listen, I have no issues with you guys disagreeing with my take. I'm not, you know, I don't care. Like, it's cool. Everybody's got their own opinion. I'm just telling you what I see. I thought Erceg won. If your son got into a fight and came home from it, would you rather your son looking like Erceg or Pantoja? You'd say that Erceg whooped his ass. The way I see it, though, I think he won. Erceg made the fight harder on himself, trying to offensively wrestle and should have thrown knees in the clinch. His knees in the clinch are not one of his better tools, though. Will there be a rematch? Not immediately. Thank God I didn't trust him with more than 25 and a long shot plus 600 parlay, and he fucked it up. Petrino doesn't have fight IQ, unfortunately. His fight IQ is low, low, low. Guys, we got 15 likes. We need 25 up in here. Make sure you smash the likes. That's the thing. If they want to score fights like that, they need to change the criteria. The criteria states with no pursuits of submission or fight any ground and pound, it doesn't score whatsoever. Tarzan Strickland, exactly my point. It's not that I can't understand the side of people who say Pantoja could have won X, Y, or Z round. It's the fact that in the judging criteria, it states that damage is more important than any bit of control. So that should give the fight to the damager. What's good, Anakin Skywalker? Erceg has a way better argument for 4-1 than Pantoja. I thought so too. Petrino will be back. Ant got subbed. Hill got subbed. It happens. It definitely happens. I mean, I don't think his career is over. What does damage trumps all mean, though? If someone lands one punch in a round and breaks the other guy's nose, then he gets control for 4 minutes. Does the guy win because he damaged the nose? Yes, Planet. Yes. That's what it means. If there's no significant ground and pound strikes and there's no significant submission threats, then yeah, no. Then the most damaging strike broke the nose. That's the most important part of the fight. I want Erceg to win, but I never like the belt to change hands on a close decision. He's going to have to wait a while for another shot. But lucky he's young, man. Petrino, yeah, he's a baby, bro. At light heavyweight, he's a baby. Although should just go to boxing, leave MMA like that is fantastic. It's so true, though. Go out in Rio with the performance of a lifetime. The issue is Jose Aldo sees a path to the title, and he's not going to quit. He's a champion at heart, and he wants that belt. And Kalaev Hill. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. Why are people arguing? The only thing that matters is what the betting sites pay. There needs to be fight-changing strikes category. Erceg had like 4 strikes that changed the fight completely. Pantoja never had Erceg in any trouble or danger. I'm with you a lot, Larry. I think it's such a good point. The judging criteria, I think, needs to be dove into and upgraded just a tad bit more. I don't think it's as good as it should be just yet. AJ, don't you think it's fucked up? One drop wins someone around. Brenner did good in round 3, shaking my head. I thought that you give it to the guy who finished stronger. I scored it from Mitabek Odabai. Aldo looked goated. Yeah, he looked amazing. Alex would turn Ankalaev's legs into mints. I'd love to see it. Erceg also shot on Dvorak when he had him rocked and couldn't finish him in his debut 2 fights ago. Been saying that lack of experience was show, and the lack of experience ultimately is probably what cost him the fight, because if he just stood up, could have pulled it off. You think you can only have 3 losses on this week's card, or is this next card a tricky card? I hope so. We shall see, man. We shall see. I do my best, and we find out. I think there's some good underdogs this week. I'm with you on Omalley beating Merab, by the way, AJ. Let's go pick him. Yeah, we're on the right side of history. Maybe he just didn't want to give up his hips. I guess not. Ankalaev is the best fighter for Pereira with the easiest light heavyweight fight if they meet. I'd love to see them just striking and Pereira dusting them. You want Omalley and Aldo? I really would love to see that too. If Aldo wins one more, you could jump the line. Ankalaev got dropped by Thiago Santos. Pereira is going to beat Ankalaev, man. This week's card is definitely tricky. One fight that I was so torn on, and some of you might say you're crazy, but then you look into it and you see why, was Ulberg Menafield. I actually think Alonzo Menafield's a good underdog bet. Even though I'm not picking him to win, like I think he's actually got a live chance there. I just think Ulberg is technically superior in the striking, but I worry he fades in the final round. There were no knockdowns, though. If Erceg would have some knockdowns, then you'd be totally right. Lacking knockdowns is definitely a reason that he lost as well. Acosta's free money at UFC Fight Night. Despain is dumb, just throwing heavy, and Acosta's pure technique. Despain won't win this. Skate Toy, go watch Waldo Cortez's Acosta's last boxing match, and then that's going to completely change your mind. Waldo Cortez Acosta, though he looks to be this high pedigree technical boxer, is not that great, and he's been absolutely flatlined in pro boxing before. Though we haven't seen it in MMA, he's got a chin that is definitely susceptible to being, cracked brutally. Aldo versus Cejudo, easy dub for Aldo. Yes, Aldo Cejudo's the fight. Are you Q from Impractical Jokers? How'd you know, bro? That's me. I'm Q. Susie Sheep. AJ, where's the oil? Oil me up. Oil me up. Hey, at 25 likes, I'm going to do a rip, guys. Run it up. Who the fuck is the guy McKinney is fighting? He's fighting Esteban Ribovics, who's pretty good, man. He's only got 1 loss. Dude, Rebeshki looks nasty. Yeah, Rebeshki's really good. Chase Hooper's not that good to beat Slava. Yeah, I think Slava's going to dust him. So many empty seats at the arena last night, bro. It's a financial crisis in Brazil. Hooper's a jiu-jitsu nerd. His striking is improving, but not sheer good enough for this fight. I completely agree, Pick'em. He's going to get dusted here. To be honest, Pantoja's striking is terrible. I thought he would be knocked out, but Erceg just stood back when Pantoja all the time rushing like an amateur with chin in the air. Well, Pantoja has an iron chin, and he also has well-timed takedowns from those reckless flurries. What about scoring the whole fight with overall impression, not round by round? Who won the main event? Then we're in an interesting spot because if we're scoring it as a whole fight, biggest damaging moments go to Erceg, but Pantoja finished the fight on top. Tricky, man. Tricky. I think might be a draw if you're scoring it as a whole fight. Then we got to do a fucking we got to do a final 6th round. Excited to see your most confident picks this week. I see 5 really confident picks. Let's go, Ben Ryder. I'm excited for mine too. ITP MMA. What about it? What about it? Pereira Ankalaev is the fight. If he beats Ankalaev, he's officially proven he's the best. I'm not interested in a Yuri rematch, but they're angling towards the Yuri rematch. McKinney, round 1 sprinkle, and Rivovic's 2 out of 3. Fight does not go the distance. I think that this fight ain't going the distance. I agree. Give Aldo, Cruz, or Corey banger fights, one for the title and one for the legend versus legend. You know what? If you give Aldo, Cruz, I think he's going to absolutely knock him out. The Corey fight is trickier. Ulberg line's going to get so chalky. I don't trust Ulberg this week for parlays. Pick him. You're on to something. I think Alonzo's a tricky underdog. I think Alonzo could win. I almost picked Alonzo Menafield, bro. I almost picked Alonzo Menafield. And after, I almost thought about commenting, fuck it, I'm picking it. But I said, no, I'm not flipping right now. We'll see. We'll see. I get time to sit on it. That's a nervous pick for me. If Brenner didn't get dropped last second, that's a draw. No chance he won that round, in my opinion. If he didn't get dropped that last second, it would have been a draw. But Orabai brought the fucking heat and pulled it off. I'm from Sweden, and I felt bad for Anton Turkalj. Such an unfair UFC run. Unfortunately, my brother, the UFC ain't a fair game. It's the fight game, bro, and it's kill or be killed. And sometimes, unfortunately, your favorite fighters, they ain't winning. They getting their ass kicked. It's how it goes. You like the Spain round 1, but we never seen him pass round 1. And, dude, Waldo is a guy that could survive later, but still, I think the Spain's going to dust him. I'm going to Spain knockout. Woodson to Spain plus money. I think it hits. What do you think of the funniest press conference moments that are not a lot of people talk about? Ilya mocking Patty's accent was pretty funny. Damn, bro, you're asking me to think that in depth. I think that was a funny moment. I think that was a good press conference moment. Moicano saying, what's up at the 300 presser was cool. Erceg needed to throw more straight shots down the pipe when Pantoja rushed in instead of the counter hooks. It's because he's so confident in those counter hooks. I think he fell in love with them. Should schedule my exam for 6 weeks from now or 8? 6 weeks. Get it done. 6 weeks. Get it done. Conor McGregor versus Chandler, June 29th. I know it's a while away. What's your thoughts? I think Conor McGregor's live to knock Michael Chandler out. I think he can catch him with a counter strike, closing distance. Michael Chandler's chinny, bro, and he's very reckless. And McGregor's got a money stand-up game, regardless of a titanium rod in his leg. I just think the Ulberg fight is a lot closer than the story of the lines. ITP MMA raid? Well, shout out to him. Wow. Shout out to ITP, bro. He's raiding the channel. That's fucking cool. I appreciate that. Let's look at ITP's MMA page. ITP MMA. Let's see our guy here. How many subs is he at now? He's at 130K subs, and he raided the channel. That's pretty cool. He just got off Livestream. Well, shout out to him, man. Michel Pereira versus Kyle Baraya would be an awesome fight. That'd be fucking sick. That'd be fucking sick. Gobi. Look at Gobi. He's a legend. Gobi's a legend. He threw the $5 in chat. He threw the $5 in it. He said, listen, my bad, bro. Gobi, we did hit 1,000 likes during the UFC 301 stream. And people were actually saying, oh, Gobi's dipping. He's not going to do it. And I assured them, I said, guys, Gobi is not the type of guy to talk shit and then not follow through on what he says. I assume that you probably fell asleep. But yeah, bro, we hit 1,000 likes on the live, bro. I was very hype. And we passed 31,100 subs. So it was an absolute banger stream for me, man. Always appreciate you, Gobi. Thank you for the $5, my brother. Yo, what's up, my dude? I'm going to be there for UFC St. Louis this weekend. It's my first time going to an event. I really want a Derek Lewis KO. Raul, I think you got a chance it happens. I think you got a real chance that it happens. You think Hooper will dust him and finish him? Stop it. Stop it. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, bro. No way. Hooper lost to Steve Garcia. Exactly. He's getting knocked out by Slava. Slava is going to absolutely dust Chase Hooper. Stop it. If fucking Slava loses to Chase Hooper, he's retiring. He was throwing rear elbows instead of straight shots, and they were constantly landing, did more damage than straight shots. Dude, those fucking rear elbows were insane from Erceg. Yeah, Borshev would dust him. You think Rebeshki too chalky is a lock? He's a good high-confidence pick. Gobi's definitely a savage. Erceg needed to go for more takedowns and get controlled by Pantoja more, and then he would have won. You're funny. Hooper fights at a new weight class. He's undefeated in his new weight class. Yeah, but he's still not a good striker and doesn't respond to clean punches well. Hell yeah. Should I do it now or should I wait until the start of the next UFC? Gobi, you know why I'm going to say to do it now? Because the real savages of the chat and the guys that deserve memberships are the guys that are in the live streams during the week, during the stream like today. Like, you know, like I think the real savages are here today. So I would lean towards doing it now as opposed to at the next card because the real hardcores of the channel that fully support are chilling with us right now. Good new lock, AJ Orbi's a beast. Thank you, Pick'em. I was blessed with that. I'm glad I pick flipped to Brito. If not, I would have been kicking myself. I knew Jack Shore was losing after the weigh-ins. Like, he got completely exposed. Completely and utterly exposed. Gobi just gifted 50 memberships. I don't think you guys realize how fucking badass that is. Like, you guys all got a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. And Gobi's the one supplying them. I just want to say, Gobi, thank you. For anybody that said Gobi doesn't follow through, there's your receipt. Gobi's a real man. And he's blessing half the stream with gifted memberships. Like, that's pretty fucking epic, man. I said to him, because he said, oh, am I going to wait till next fight? I said, you know what? You do it today. Because the real OGs are turning in. The real OGs are here now. And all you guys deserve a gifted membership. So shout out to Gobi for being a savage. Shout out to Gobi for being a GOAT and blessing the people with a gifted membership, man. 50 of the savages. 50 of the savages. That's awesome. Do you remember picking Norton Beckett as your lock on Izzy Pereira too, bro? It's a long time ago. It's blurry for me. I thought Erceg got robbed as well. Yeah, I agree with you. Rebellis money line. It's a little wide. At least it will be. I guess only minus 160 right now, right? Yeah, he's live money line. He's going to win. You think Rizzy Boyev might pull a Gomis? With that weight cut to 170, yeah, I don't trust him either. That's why I went with Buckley. There we go. Gobi's a GOAT, bro. Shout out to the big 50 by Gobi. That's awesome. He deserves some honor. He deserves some respect. If you got a free membership from Gobi, make sure you thank the man. He promised 1,000 likes on stream, and he's gifting 50 memberships, and that was during the Fight Companion. So Gobi is an absolute gem, guys. I think it actually worked out better that you gifted it here on this stream, man. My guy. Absolutely awesome. The membership entails the option to join members-only streams, which are Tuesdays, as well as the cool logos and emojis, and you're supporting your boy financially to do this thing full-time and drop insane amounts of content. Like today, I've already dropped full card predictions. I dropped the news reaction to Sean O'Malley versus Merab, and then I'm also doing this live stream here, man. So thank you for making it possible, yo. Make sure you guys have gift acceptance enabled. If you don't, you're going to miss out because we get gifted memberships up in here by Gobi, John Smith, and all the savages. Brazilians are the spoiled childs of the UFC. That's funny as fuck. Listen, in Brazil, it's going to favor Brazilians. Do you think this robbery is worse than the Reyes robbery? I actually don't. I don't. I'll say no. Carlos Ulberg lock. Good luck if you have Carlos Ulberg as a lock, and you definitely have a chance of it hitting. But I have to give you some warning signs. Carlos Ulberg is taking on the best fighter he's ever fought in his pro MMA career. How many live MMA events have you been to? Is 50 too much for a small region promotion? No, $50 is actually a good deal. I've been to a fuckload of boxing and bare knuckle events. As far as pro MMA, I've gone to, including the UFC, 3 pro MMA events. But normally I go to boxing or bare knuckle fights. Like the stream for the Aljo. Yeah, guys, I have a goal of 100 likes during the stream. So, you know, help me get a step closer. We do have 100 people in here. So, like, you know, hypothetically, we could hit 100 likes right now. I'm going to bring in some new emojis, bro. I didn't forget about that. I'm going to do it this week. I didn't do it last week. I'll do it this week. I got some new emojis. I'm going to put baby-faced AJ in there. I'll come up with some other stuff. If they made Bo Nickel versus Michelle Pereira right now, would it be right to make Bo minus 1,000 odds? That would not even be realistic. Fuck no. Michelle Pereira has a real chance to whoop Bo Nickel. I think he'd knock him out. Only big media member screaming robbery is Guru when he picked Erceg. DDP over Strickland is a way bigger robbery. This was a close fight. Definitely not a robbery. Listen, you know what? I think he got the decision taken from him. I thought he won. If you want to call that a controversial decision, not a robbery, that's fine. Whatever you feel is the proper terminology, you know? I feel bad for Reyes. Ever since the Jones fight, he's fallen off. Isn't that crazy? You have the best fight of your life, and then you start getting killed every other fight thereafter. $70 to go to CFFC in Philly? Fuck yeah, it sounds dope. Who do you think Erceg fights next? Shout out to my boy Gobi. I think Steve Erceg and Brandon Royval makes a lot of sense. I think for Mokaev, Pantoja fighting is probably in the cards. I think that'd be pretty realistic. They should make one a Finch. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's not, you know, part of the members, so I don't want to make it for him. Has anyone done the VIP experience at UFC? And if so, is it worth it? I don't know. I've never done it, man. I've never done it. He lost that fight because of takedowns in the 5th. Don't blame the judges. Blame the tard with the 0 IQ. UFC casuals are savage. You know why I personally wouldn't be interested in going to like a UFC VIP experience, bro? I genuinely don't have that much interest in meeting some of my favorite fighters. Like, sure, I'd like to meet Jose Aldo and take a picture, or Alex Pereira and face off with them, right? Like, there's some guys. But a lot of times they say don't meet your heroes, because then you meet somebody that is, I don't know, what you look up to, who you look up to, and then you're like, bro, what the fuck? You're like, this is the guy that I always thought was my boy? Dude, you really think I'm a degen and I'm going to lose $50,000, dude? Come on, man. You think I'm down 50K? That's a disrespect, bro. I win all the time. I don't even understand that, bro. But you know what? If you think I'm down bad, you can believe it. It just adds more fucking hype to the channel, my brother. But I appreciate you calling me a cool dude. Thank you, man. I don't think I'm a complete degen at all. I'm not. I've had degen moments on the channel, but overall, I am pretty calculated with risk at this point, and I'm not stupid, man. I'm not stupid. I value smart plays. A Finch doing the Erceg face emoji would be fire. That would be fucking fire. That would be fire. You remember that one, AJ? The I don't remember what we're talking about. Wait, remember what? Which one was it? My average unit size is 100, bro. I kind of just stick with that as my standard. My biggest bet loss was Usman when he got sent to Shadow City. I'm sorry that happened. Close fight. I'm riding with you, brother. Gabe Gordon, my guy. Thank you for $9.99. I think close fight, but the win was Erceg. That's why I felt like it was a robbery. That's why I had a fucking meltdown. I really thought that at the end of it, we had a new champion of the world that got his belt taken away from him. That's the truth. Thank you for the $9.99, Gordon. I appreciate that. Bro, I'm not deflecting your question at all, Big Donut. The answer is no. I've been betting fights for over 30 years, win some, lose some. Overall, probably even over the years. Brooklyn Lou, shout out to you, bro. I always loved your name, bro. Brooklyn Lou. He's from fucking Brooklyn. He don't fuck around. Imagine you meet your fave fighter and ask for a face-off and then tell you your breath stinks like shit, walks off. It will absolutely destroy you. So don't meet your heroes sometimes. Some guy just knocked out Pedo on Vitali's stream and killed him. Holy shit. Head cracked on the concrete? No way. Vitali's doing 30 years in prison. You can't kill a pedophile, dog. He might be a bad guy. He might deserve the slammer, but you can't kill him, bro. Vitali and the whole crew going to prison all day, bro. Thanks for the picks and the work you put in. Thank you, Gabe Gordon. I'm a DGem, but I'm surprisingly up like 10K lifetime. Listen, bro, if you bet the right lines, you're doing a great job. And that's what you are. You're a good line better. My boy paid 100 to watch Askren get KO'd by Masvidal. He was a huge Askren fan. That's funny as fuck. I saw the clip. That dude was 74 or something like that. That's insane. That's insane. So you're telling me that Vitali's crew killed a man? That's fucking crazy, bro. Let me see if I can find it here. All right, let's see. Vitali. The Predator got knocked out on Vitali's stream, just died in the hospital. Oh, my God. Bro, see, this is the truth be told. It's fucked that this guy's a pedophile. But the fact that some dude came up and sucker shot him and killed him, That dude's done for. He's doing life in prison. That dude's done. He's caught. That's life, bro. It don't matter. The dude's a pedophile. You're a murderer. You're doing life in prison. Good job throwing your life away, trying to be some fucking Twitter hero. You want to actually fight the fucking crime? Join the fucking SWAT team or something, like Moicano said, like a real savage. Let's be honest. If Erceg was the champ, he would have won the decision and people would have said Pantoja didn't do enough. Fact. Thank God it wasn't Vitaly. He'd be going for prison. I got a tail Pick'em's LFA PFL plays free money. I should, bro. On Twitter, I just looked at it useless. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That dude's an idiot. He's going life in prison. His life is completely over. He's going to have to leave the country. Bro, that could happen to anyone that gets sucker punched. Shit's scary. Yeah, bro. That's why you train. This is why, one thing, forget about knowing how to fight. If you have more muscle mass on the backside of you, your fucking traps, your shoulders, your neck, you're less likely to take that death damage, bro. That dude was old and skinny. The Brazilian Mafia didn't allow it, I know. When do you think 306 tickets are going on sale? I don't know, but they're going to sell out like wildfire, so you better fucking be ready. I'm a lifelong wrestler, even though I know there was nothing done with Pantoja's takedowns at all. Erceg won. See, Raul, you're the type of wrestler that I fuck with, bro. One that doesn't go with their bias of sport, but instead just goes on how we score fist fights. That's why if you have a fight, do it on the grass. True shit. You hit the ground flat out, you're done. You're done. That's crazy. One YouTube channel dude already caught like close to 400 pedophiles. Yeah, he does a great job. He doesn't kill anybody, though. I respect the channel you're talking about, the guy that does the accents. What's the fuck's his name? Ginger guy, a little bit chubby. He's really funny. Who wins? Hamzat, Michel Pereira? It's hard not to pick Hamzat by submission. It's like you want to be a hero, you know, and you want to knock out a pedophile. But that's not justice, man. You knew that happened with Vitaly's behavior, bro. Vitaly's so reckless, dude. That's fucked, man. That's fucked. I like Vitaly, to be honest. I was always a Vitaly fan, but I'd like to box Vitaly. I think I'd knock Vitaly out in the second round. Me and Vitaly on a fucking influencer fight card would be sick. Can Vitaly go to jail for recording it? He could probably be part of the problem. Like, what would it be? I don't know. There's a crime that he could get for sure. What is it? An affiliate to it? He's kind of like guilty by association because he is the one that engaged. Like there could definitely be a crime there. If Dustin wins against Islam, I'm betting my rent on the Conor fight. He's getting that title shot of Chandler win for sure. UFC is going to favor Conor for the W. Dude, if Dustin wins, that'd be fucking crazy. Why is there a UFC 307? I'm going to an event in October. I need to find out where it's at. I'm not going to 308 in Abu Dhabi. I think 307 just isn't set yet. Vitaly, I mean, he's happy he got the viral clip, but it ain't going good. New Vitaly isn't the same as OG because he's all about money now. He needs that money. Look up the Alaskan Avenger. He's a dude in Alaska, went to prison for beating the shit out of pedos. The Alaskan Avenger. I'll look him up. Alaskan Avenger. Let's see who he is. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, that guy's a savage. We're talking about Vitaly. On his stream, a guy got knocked out. Yeah, he's an accomplice. He's an accomplice to the murder. The guy got knocked out, a pedophile, this older dude, and this guy came sucker punch him. Dude didn't live. He died. I respect what they're doing, but a lot of those pedo hunters are kind of weird too, pretending to be kids online all day. He's an accessory to the crime. Exactly. Vitaly might see time behind bars, bro. Like he might. That's fucking crazy. Guys, we're at 48 likes and we're on track to hit the 100. So let's get 50. Let's at least get halfway there. I like the Predator Hunters channel. Predator Poachers is actually the guy that I like. Goldstein, he's funny. I like him. He does a really good job, bro. Vitaly just kind of, I don't know, he's a little more reckless with it. And I don't know, I just think it's dangerous. Vitaly, dude, Vitaly could do time, bro. That's why these other legit pedo hunters protect the slobs until cops come. Right, because they're trying to get a justified crime. They're trying to get them locked up. They don't have to kill them with their fist. Conor gets any close decision to UFC, in my opinion, Dana kisses his ass. I just don't see Conor as a 5-round fighter, maybe a 3-round decision. Minimum 20. The guy that knocked him out is getting 20. When you first started your channel, did you have moments of not believing in yourself or possibly quitting, or have you kind of stuck it out always? You knew it'd grow the channel like you have. I think always in the back of my mind, I knew it was going to grow, but I definitely had moments of frustration. It still can hit me sometimes. Let's say I post a video. Let's say I post a news video and I see that it doesn't move. I get irritated. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, I'm trying to get everything to move, you know? But that's part of the process. One of the beautiful things is not being afraid to fail. And you don't fail if you try. Remember that. That's another major aspect, especially of doing something like YouTube. Like I posted the Ryan Garcia video before the Fight Companion. It didn't get a lot of traction. A lot of you guys probably didn't even know I posted a Ryan Garcia, Conor McGregor beef reaction video. It was like a low-key underground banger. And you know what? I appreciated the people that tuned in. It got like 800 views. I know you guys are younger, but check out To Catch a Predator. Chris Hansen's good. I've seen him. The DC looked good with the nerd glasses last night. I think the nerd glasses were DC's piece of resistance to try us to do. Exactly, Western Mass. I agree. If it all goes all 5 rounds, Conor and Chandler will both look like Dada 5000 at the end. I agree. They don't have gas tanks for that. Especially not prime, not this version of Conor. Even prime Conor, he never had a gas tank to go long. Yeah, the Vitaly prankster was in the corn video. Exactly what you're talking about. Yes, him. He was an accomplice to, I guess now, at least a manslaughter. Watch the CNL skit of Chris Hansen. That shit was hilarious. I'll have to look it up later, brother. Yeah, 170. Conor's gas tank ain't it. But I do think he's going to find Michael Chandler, and he's going to knock him out. And I think that Conor McGregor pay-per-view is going to be the craziest ever. I'm so damn excited for it. Blow whiskey hookers can really drain your gas tank, AJ. Yeah, listen, I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that. Don't think Chris Hansen did live shows, LOL, or else some same shit would have happened. Yeah, he did the pre-recorded scripts. Loads of fast twitch in Conor versus Chandler. It's a fight that has all the makings of a 2-round fight. I really think Conor's going to find Michael Chandler's chin early and knock him out. 50 gifted memberships is crazy. Thanks, Graysher. Yeah, Gobi blessed us, man. Gobi's a gem. Agreed. UFC. Conor is going out there for a highlight finish, and I think he's going to find it. Cheapest nosebleed ticket was $1,400 for Chandler McGregor. Holy shit. McGregor's comeback is going to be fucking crazy. McGregor's comeback is going to be amazing. McGregor's comeback is going to be one of the biggest fights ever. Chris Hansen had a dude commit suicide. Well, these guys' lives are over. Can we get a poll? What poll do you want, Ilcat? I'll do whatever poll you want. Because of Italy, a bunch of kids have now witnessed murder live. Bit fucked. That is kind of fucked. Holy shit. That's crazy, man. That dude's fucked. Gonna use the titanium shin bone to send him to the dream world. Can you imagine Conor high kicks him with the titanium shin, flattens him? That'd be absolutely vile. I hope that happens. Drake or Kendrick poll? I don't want to do that. I thought it was a UFC poll. Shout out to all those who doubted Chandler and McGregor's return. You know what? I think Chandler's getting dusted, yeah. If any kid has read it, he watched people die daily. True. What's up, AJ in chat? Just watch the Vitaly situation. That shit is nuts. Dog, Vitaly's in some deep shit with that. The guy who hit the dude, life in prison. Vitaly might be looking at some time, bro. He's an accomplice. I don't know what exact crime it would be, but it was his stream. It was his interaction. He, at the very least, is going to be held in some type of instigator type position. He's going to prison, bro. He's probably doing some time behind bars, dude. That is fucking crazy. Do you respect fighters more when they say exactly what they're going to do? Kyle said he's getting the KO. The same with Typoria. I respect fighters when they go out and fight every time. Saying what they do is cool. When a fighter says he's going to strike and he actually does, I fuck with that. Think Colby's the best fighter to never win a belt? I don't know. Oh, definitely. The way the dude hit the concrete, like, good Lord, tragic, dude. Violent. Vitaly, there was a guy that got killed on his stream, a guy that he was interrogating, a pedophile or a supposed pedophile, I guess guilty until proven innocent is not an American way. So an alleged pedophile. McGregor by KO with a spinning gooch to the chin. Vitaly prank videos back in the day were the best, dog. I used to watch Vitaly prank videos all the time. They were amazing. I grew up on that shit. I think McGregor KOs Chandler too, Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, in real life, Eddie. If Chandler gets smoked by Conor and doesn't retire, who's his next opponent? I don't know. Somebody who takes an L farther back in the rankings. Maybe a Drew Dober fight. Vitaly is an OG YouTube legend. I agree. He was a YouTube legend for sure. Vitaly is always getting views on controversial out of hand shit. He needs to chill the fuck out. That's who he is, bro. That's who Vitaly is. Dude, bro, I met Fuzi. Not a fan. Not a fan. He don't give a shit about his fans. I was so hyped. I was like, bro, let's take a pic. No, not right now. I forced him to. Chandler should go into it looking to wrestle. He should, but when does Michael Chandler have fight IQ? You know? I love watching Vitaly years ago. He was one of the OG pranksters on YouTube. He was that guy. Fuzi is a huge L. I agree. Chandler versus Fiziev. Fire. It is a fire fight. AJ would chin Fuzi. Absolutely. Absolutely. AJ just used the word was when referring to Vitaly. Wait, what did I say? Was what? Haven't seen Conor throw his gammy leg once in all of his training vids. I did the thing, snap my tibia. It took me 4 years to even get the confidence that it wouldn't break again. Real head fuck. It is definitely a head fuck. I thought that too. Thoughts on the UFC's next main card? Well, I did full card predictions already. I did full card picks. I'm going with Lewis in the main. Was a fan of Vitaly back in middle school and high school. Same here, Ty Bets. Thoughts on the next UFC main card? Already got you. Savage Studio was murdered over a YouTube beef. I never heard of that. That's insane. Fuzi's a real one. He don't give a fuck about you. I guess not. Yeah. I'd like to see Aspinall versus Alex Pereira. Thoughts? It's definitely a fight that could come to fruition. I'm not certain that we'll ever see it, but if it can somehow be made, got me interested. Yeah, check it out, Eddie. The full card picks are up, my brother. I already dropped 2 videos earlier today. I'm dropping the heat today. At least Conor didn't have a Weidman and Silva type of leg break. Yeah, his was not as gnarly as that, but bro, you snap your shin, you're going to be freaked out for a long time, no matter what. No matter if it was a mild snap or not. A dude killed another dude once they got off Ricky Lake back in the day. What does that mean? I think Sean beats Paula by decision. I think I'm going to ride with the same pick. Conor, Nate 3, Conor, Dustin 4. Well, the fact that Nate's not even in the UFC, I think more likely we go Conor and Dustin 4. Yeah, bro, I threw the lock parlay together, and obviously I had fucking Erceg as an underdog. He was telling a YouTuber to pull up for a one-on-one to fight when he was at work, tattooing someone. He got shot. That's fucking crazy. Gomi survived, but I don't know what he's up to. Which Conor do you think we get back? 2015, 16, or 2020? 2020, Conor. 2024, Conor. What's up, Jake Beebe? McGregor wouldn't come back if he wasn't ready. People reading too much into his leg break. Weidman's been throwing his like he wants to break it since his break. True. I think McGregor will be back fine. I have Costa sleeping, pillow hand Strickland. Costa isn't scared. We'll see. What do you think if Alex Pereira wins the belt on welterweight? Would he be the greatest? He would rather go to heavyweight. He's not getting to welterweight. You think Nick Diaz would chin Conor? Maybe he would overwhelm him and stop him later. I don't know about like a one-shot KO, though. Not like a one-shot. Not like a one-hitter-quitter type KO. Yeah, Alex could not get to 170. Heavyweight, there's a chance that happens. And John Jones seems very interested. I went to sleep thinking Erceg won. I had a rude awakening. Phantom Mom, sorry that you went to sleep before they read the decision in Brazil, dog. Costa's stand-up is too straightforward. Sean can handle that. I think so, too. John said he has a fight announcement soon. You think it'll most likely be Stipe? Probably is going to be Stipe. As much as I would rather have hope that it would be somebody else, probably Stipe. If he wins, maybe one of the greatest. He goes down as a GOAT winning the heavyweight belt for sure. Not the GOAT, but one of the GOATs. I bet $6 to win 1,100. LOL. And Petrino just went full retard. Listen, Frank Noble, Petrino's not the guy. Costa brutally KOs Sean. He will never be the same. Holy shit. You're a menace for that take. I don't see that. Gambling on fights give me thrills. I do it all over again, knowing the same results. Respect, Phantom Ma. John seems very interested in not fighting Tom. Yeah, he doesn't seem super interested in the Tom fight. He's already angling towards an Alex Pereira fight, but if Tom's got the interim bout, how long can you deny him? Unless John's going back down to 205. Who's Marvin Vettori fighting? I think Marvin Vettori is, I don't know, going to be against Delidze. He already fought Delidze. I don't know what they're doing with Vettori. I'd rebook the Brendan Allen fight. Costa has pillow hands, couldn't finish an old Luke. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have one-shot power. I think that he loses. How do you think Sean versus Costa fight goes? I think Sean versus Costa favors Sean Strickland. Pillow hands versus pillow hands. Costa got the kicks. True, kicks advantages Costa. When Anthony Smith dissed all the haters in his post speech, I was literally felt like he was addressing me personally. That's funny as fuck. I said the same. Imagine Tom fights Blades again and you hear and still interim champ. It's honestly possible. Costa's going to get embarrassed, and I love Costa. Yeah, I think he loses too. He already fought Delidze. They should drop Vettori. They'll keep him on the roster. Vettori Allen's the fight. Vettori does have a freaking blockhead. Vettori versus Michel Pereira. Run it. Run that shit. Nate is like an old badass barroom brawler at this point. That's what he is. That's all he is. You think Steve got robbed? IDTS would like to see him fight Royval next. I personally thought he won the fight. I don't hate the idea of the Royval fight next because I highly doubt he gets an immediate rematch. Michelle versus Vettori, that's a good one, Wes. That is a good fight. Michelle, I think, could knock him out. Can you imagine? First guy to chin Vettori. Thoughts on Crumble Cookie? Pretty damn good. I put money on Smith. I had a feeling. Didn't look too good for me until the end. Well, my man, good bet. Usman's still definitely in the mix. I mean, maybe Usman Vettori at 185. How about that? Aldo versus Triple C sounds very interesting. I love the Aldo Triple C fight. Yeah, 49-46 is crazy. The main event last night was a legit legendary war. Hell of a fight. It was an awesome fight, and I'd like to see it again. Who should Smith fight next? Bogdan Krylov? Definitely Bogdan. Battle of the Brothers. Aldo versus Triple C. Winner gets winner of Jan versus Cheeto. Nah. Aldo's not going to try to fight the Jan Cheeto winner. I think for Aldo, if he beats Triple C, he wants the title, baby. Omalley versus Merab is official. Yes, I reacted to the news in a video earlier today. It is official. Whoever gifted me membership, thanks. I just noticed. What does my membership get me? I'm beyond excited. Thanks. Ben Ryder, you're going to be able to join into the members-only stream Tuesday night. Have a good time with just me. Chop it up. I take live questions on some of the streams if the people are all for it. And, yeah, it's just a great time. If McGregor gets out of his UFC contract, could you see him in BKFC since he's an owner now? Definitely. And he would single-handedly build BKFC because of it. Orabai versus Rufy. I don't think they'll do that fight, but that could be pretty cool. But I don't think they do it. I'm picking Omalley over Merab. I think he knocks Merab out. I got paid nicely on Anthony Smith. Was a smart value bet, in my opinion. Glad it came in. Respect on that, Brooklyn, though. I have a dirty feeling Derek Lewis loses. Nah, Nascimento sucks. You get to see AJ take the hat off if you're a member. Facts. Trust me, bro. Instinct. You're funny. You'll see me take the hat off soon enough, guys. 100,000. When it comes, I'll take it off. Aspinall's using reverse psychology, pretending to want to fight, but John is giving him a merciless way out. Holy shit. Have mercy on me. He's having mercy on him, bro. He's putting mercy on him. Is that what you're thinking? You saying he's mercy in Aspinall? You think Aspinall's a bitch? Orabai has too many holes. He's developing. I think he looked good, though. Elves Brenner's just really game. Nascimento's best win is like Dontel Mays. Ain't no way Lewis losing. I completely agree. If Lewis doesn't get the KO ready for a boring fight, he's going to get the KO. AJ reading everybody's message except mine, dog. I didn't see it, my brother. I'm trying. I got Sean too, but Merab's cardio kind of scares me. But the fuck Henry wobble Merab and his striking's pretty mid. O'Malley's going to style on him. O'Malley's going to knock him out. I think O'Malley folds him, yeah. Wiesenberg, just ask it again, my brother. What's next for Petrino? Somebody unranked in the UFC light heavyweight division, probably. One of the lesser guys at light heavyweight. I think he still needs time to develop. He's not quite ready for the top 10. I'll do an every fight I need to see video, bro. Let me come up with my matches, bro. I'll match make for you guys. Petrino versus Zhang or Ibu versus Islam. Nah, not Ibu Islam. Neither of those guys. They're too far back in the rankings. Although look like he could decision O'Malley. Although O'Malley is still a massive fight. I had 75 to win 900 on KO. Michelle Sub and Petrino. I cashed out for 450 1 minute into round one. Well, good shit cashing out. Jack Shore is talented, but he needs to stop being lazy and he needs to move down. Unfortunately, he's lazy, bro. Petrino versus AJ's boy, Ryan Spann. Petrino-Ryan Spann could be the fight next. That actually kind of makes sense. Petrino should just get fed to Ankalaev. No, they wouldn't do that with him. They're trying to build him into something. They're trying to create something with him. They're not trying to destroy him. They're trying to build. Guys, we're at 59 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here, and your boy will do another rip for the people because we just hit the hour mark, and I'm feeling another rip. Smith versus Rakic. I think that the rebooking of that fight, because we've seen it before, would be useless. Smith versus Bogdan Gushkov. What time is the Tuesday show? I have to put on my calendar now that I'm a member. So the live stream is at 6:30 on Tuesday. The member stream is at 8:30. Petrino was overhyped. He's got a crazy physique, but apart from Bukauskas KO, he's been competitive with the lower ranked guys. I knew Smith had it in him to win. I thought that he would look better. Is Erceg related to Finch? Probably somewhere down the line. What's good, Chris? I'm doing well. Rufy was so impressive. He looked awesome. OSP or Kennedy versus Petrino is decent. Felipe Lins versus Petrino. Give me Petrino. Nah, Felipe Lins ends up beating him, doesn't he? I'd be so mad. Petrino Cutelaba could be the right one. I'll never doubt the GOAT Smith again. He sleeps Alex in round one. Will Roundtree beat Hill now that you know Smith is legit? Well, I don't know. Petrino got caught up in a choke, though. It's not like he got touched up on the feet or anything. Roundtree versus Hill is a fight that for the majority of the time will probably take place striking. That's a really hard fight for Roundtree. Who's your most confident pick this week? I want to beat the line movement. Fuck, man. I didn't think of most confident picks, bro. All right, let me see. I think Kevin Jousset wins. Rebeshki wins. Jousset, Rebeshki should win. Derek Lewis by knockouts, pretty damn live. How does Smith beat Petrino but not Khalil? Well, Khalil's veteran savvy at this point. I should make Patty waving his arms emoji. I'll see if I can make that. Yeah, I could pull it off. You see, Smith wants to take Alex's 50K grappling match. I assume that he would. He'll take that 50K. Petrino did give him the guillotine. Almost said give him the guillotine. Erceg was a horrible pick besides it being in Brazil. You think Erceg was a horrible pick? Really? Is that the hill you're ready to die on? Good luck. I think that's delirious, dude. What are you smoking on? Methamphetamine? What are you smoking on? Khalil Pereira prediction. I'm going Pereira KO. The only way I could see Poirier winning is if Islam believes he can hang on the feet. I know he looked good against Volk, but he had a height/reach advantage. Poirier is a special pocket boxer. Poirier's got massive punching power. So I think that the intellect of Makhachev will be, let's get this fight on the floor. You thought Erceg won 3-2. I had Erceg as well. It's not bad that Petrino lost. It just sucks how quick it happened. He looks so bad. It was so bad. You see Dustin beating Islam via KO or sub. Good luck if you're picking Poirier, but I genuinely believe we're going to see a win for Islam Makhachev. Still not on the hype of Urabai. My guy Brenner had a shit weight cut. You know what? Urabai looks god tier in the first round, but starts to fall apart after it. Next time, you're only betting Brazilians in Brazil. Hypothetical to Poirier versus Poirier. Who you got? Fuck. At 155, I feel like Poirier's way bigger. I might be picking him. Do you favor Omalley or Poirier headlining this field? Well, he's fighting Merab. I go Omalley over Merab. Islam, Umar, Mokaev are going to dominate for the next few years. I think you're overglazing Mokaev and Umar. I like Billy Goff as a dog on this card a lot. I think Alonzo Menifield's a live dog on the main card. I think there's some good underdogs. Brenner's a tough guy for sure. Brenner is a G. Brenner is a G. Brenner's a real savage. Billy Goff's the underdog lock. I think he's live as hell. Who has a better chance of beating Poirier in the future, Brito or Diego Lopez? I think Diego Lopez is way better than Brito. I know that Brito has a win over Diego Lopez, but I don't think that is real. What is your favorite part of doing your show? I think bringing good vibes to the people, man. Like you guys just being hyped up, saying, bro, you making my day. Yo, this is lit. I'm having a great time. Like, that's probably my favorite. Pantoja leads in significant strikes and total strikes and 9 takedowns. All right, Mike Sportsbook. You know it. Lopez is Brito's son, Cope. Bro, he's not Brito's son. He beat him years ago. I think Max could beat Ilya. I really like that fight. But Max at 145 is not the Max that beat Justin Gaethje. I haven't decided on Brito's next opponent yet. Stay tuned for that video. I'm thinking I'll drop that video Monday. I think Monday is going to be my day of madness for UFC pay-per-view cards, where I drop like an every fighter exposed and a fights to make next video. Brito versus Sadiq Yusuf. I think I'm going to pick Sadiq. Yeah, the pick flip was way better, bro. I pick flipped. It was a great move. What's good, boxing, MMA, and sports predictions? Yeah, Brito didn't really look that good. It's just he destroyed the legs of Jack Shore. Brito lost to Algio in a competitive affair, but this is why I still doubt Brito. He's not technical, man. He's not going to beat the upper echelon of guys. Dan Ige will knock Brito out, bro. Lopez can't stop Brito's grappling. There's nothing for Brito. Stop. When they rematch, it's going to be all him. I should have picked Aldo. I agree. The Aldo pick was terrible. The pick against Aldo was terrible. That was my worst pick of the card. Hey, I'm glad you tuned into the live TWT. Vitaly just posted a video saying the guy is okay. Well, I hope that's true. I had Aldo. Glad he won, and he looked really good too. Aldo looked world class, man. I agree on Kyle Nelson. Guy has looked good as of late. I think him versus Nate the Train is the fight. You think Kyle Nelson earned the top 15 beating Algio? Yeah. Pichel proved me wrong. He looked pretty tough, but he still lost. Biggest UFC underachievers based on the skills. Biggest UFC underachievers. I would say all time, Darren Till is pretty high on that list. I think currently Mike Davis is in that spot, but he could turn it around. I picked against Aldo also, despite seeing Martinez had nothing beyond leg kicks. Yeah, Aldo was a savage. Aldo was a savage. I think Diego Lopez is the best technical ground fighter out there. Can hit good too, future champ. I definitely see him fighting for the belt. Oh, Aldo can definitely contend at the top. Gunnar Nelson was always mid. Phil Hall has never had a chin. Alexandro Costa looked great yesterday. Helps Erceg stock even more. Bro, Costa looked like a god out there. Ben Askren would have fought Usman close. Askren would have been champ if he came to UFC 4 years earlier. You know, I think that Kamaru Usman would have knocked Askren out even in his prime. Michel Pereira's god tier. Thomas Almeida was promising, never reached his potential. No, he did, bro. He just got destroyed. He got destroyed by Cody Garbrandt. I genuinely think Phil Hawes has a good chance of becoming a top fighter if he had a chin. Fair. If he had a chin, bro, blessed. His chin not being there sucks for him. Underachiever Alonzo Menafield has to make the list. He's not an underachiever. What are you talking about? He's fighting in a massive fight against Carlos Ulberg. If he wins, he's not an underachiever. Would Orabai be the pick if he fought BSD, Moicano, or Gamrot? No. Orabai would get choked out by Moicano, out-wrestled by Gamrot, and probably ground and pound stopped by BSD. I can see the UFC making Davis and Aldo, but I want Aldo Cejudo. Either one of those fights, I'm so in. I think the Cejudo fight is bigger. But him versus Davison would be cool because it's a battle of Brazilian legends. It's crazy how Hawes beat Amavov and Malkoun. Perfect punch against Malkoun, and he fought an early up-and-coming Amavov. You think Orabai has no chin in cardio? He's got a chin, just lacks the gas tank. How would you feel if Dana announces Jones' next fight and it's Jones Smith too? I'm going to say, wow, Anthony Smith somehow is in the best position of his life. Sandhagen Aldo would be fire, but I don't see it next. I don't know. I don't think Sandhagen gets that fight. You think Jailton is going to be the future heavyweight champion? Absolutely not. He can't take a punch. I think it'll be a tricky grappling test for a lot of guys, though. If Brenner came out with a heavy grappling gameplay, he would have subbed Orabai. Fuck. Manuel Torres would be a crazy fight for Orabai. You take Aldo over Davison. Thank you for the bless, you guys. That knockdown at the end, Orabai got saved his life, saved me from having a heart attack. Dude, he got so blessed with that. Thank you for the bless, you guys. Cejudo needs to move his short ass to 125 so he can actually win some fights. I think he should fight Aldo. Aldo would mog Figgy. Mike Davis, Orabai is crazy. I think Mike Davis could beat him. I don't know who Sandhagen's going to fight up, though. What fighters just outside the lightweight rankings can beat Jalen Turner? I'd have to really dig into the rankings, man. I mean, Matt Frivola beat him. Yeah, the sneeze was a significant strike, bro. That sneeze hit me really clean. That sneeze rattled my nose. Oh. You don't think Aldo comes back? You think that's it for him? Your favorite moment of the night was the close slam. That was pretty crazy. What was your first prediction event you did on roughly? You'd have to go back and see. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Just go to my oldest videos. You'll find it. I kept telling people Orabai is a purple belt at his best. His control isn't great and his transitions are mid and slow. I mean, let's not take away. He did still beat Elves Brenner, though. How would you describe Michel Pereira to someone who's never seen him? A spectacle to watch, the craziest style you'll ever see. Rufy had the most impressive performance yesterday. He had a breakout performance. Turner pissed me off. I take Patty over him now. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Hurricane force winds blasting out the nostrils, right? The Orabai going to the top. Drew the Hangman over. Cejudo, a.k.a. triple CTE, will have taking Aldo down. I don't think he'll take him down. I think he'll get knocked out. Rufy versus Torres, AJ, who you got? They need to book that. Give me Rufy for the TKO. Billy Golf is going to win as a dog. I watched Silva versus Lieben when on board. That was masterful performance. Or Silva looked like a god in that fight. Have trouble to okay, yeah, Thai Nation, I agree. I'm still picking Michel every fight, no matter who he fights. Dude is a monster. Michel Pereira versus Marvin Vettori. What about that fight? Can he be the first guy to finish Vettori? That'd be kind of cool. Guys, we're 2 likes away from 70. Let's get 70 likes up in here so I can do another rip skis for you guys. Let me do another rib. How would you describe gabagool to someone who's never tried it? I don't know. It's a deli meat. I don't like the Figgy fight for Aldo, to be honest. I think he beats Figgy. Michel gasses out from not being able to chin Vettori. Dude, can you imagine he's the first guy that does chin Vettori, though? Michel just needs ambition. He seems more than happy just fighting bums. Yeah, because he's making a fuckload of money to do it. Medic versus Rufi. Thing is, Medic is up in weight. Rufi's at 55 now. Michel Hamzat's crazy. I agree. I think that Rufi Torres would be a banger as long as it lasted. But are they going to rush Rufi up that quick? Bajo Mendez versus Rufi in the Sphere. I'd be down for it. What's up, Zohan? I don't trust Michel to not do dumb shit in a main event, bro. He'll probably do some dumb bullshit in a main event. I don't know where J-Max at. Hopefully he joins soon. Somebody tell Cejudo to stick to wrestling. Listen, Cejudo's a good fighter. Who are you dying to see back in the cage? I mean, I would say John Jones. Let's make the fucking fight. Adesanya, for sure. I need to see him do it again. He need to come back. Those are my picks. I think Rufi could knock Baumendez out too. That was all those last fight on his contract. So the UFC better be graceful and offer Jose Aldo something that he feels is valuable enough to stay on. He is more controlled. Michel Pereira is not as reckless as he used to be. He just took on a guy that was significantly less than him. What's next for Gaziev? Can't believe Dana rushed him up. He was desperate. I don't know with Gaziev. He's a weird case. I really don't think he's that good, but he's also better than a lot of the schlub heavyweights. Maybe the loser of Jailton, Almeida, and Romanov. You can't wait to fade John Jones. It depends on who he fights. You're going to fade him against Stipe? Gaziev versus Mays. That makes a lot of sense. AJ, you think Malarkey makes the quick turnaround for the Perth card? If he does, I see huge potential for him betting on getting chin. No. He needs a break, dude. He's been getting fucked up way too much. Why isn't Brian Battle fighting on one of these American cards coming up? That's what we need. I don't know why he's not. We do need a Brian Battle fight. I want Jones against Tom. That fight needs to happen to continue on with the division and Tom with some defense fights. Well, truth be told, Jones seems dead set on fighting Stipe first. What you smoking on? I'm smoking on a cart. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't UFC do the Lusa and Battle rematch? Makes no sense. There's no need for the rematch because Battle was kicking his ass, I guess. So that's their mentality. We'll just move him up. I hope they make Aspinall a decent dog. I don't think he would be a big dog. Brian Battle's ducking fights. Stop it. He doesn't duck fights. Themba Garimbo versus Ramiz Brahima predictions. Themba Garimbo is going to KO him. I feel bad for Malarkey too. I picked against him, and I was, happy to see Rufi win. But, yeah, I felt bad for Malarkey. Stipe is safe. Aspinall is very risky. I think Jones beats Stipe. They're going to do it, though. Stipe got this. I'm a believer. Yes, I'm delusional. Well, you're a delusional savage, Fight Milk. I respect your delusions, bro. I have no problem with my delusional subscribers. You guys are allowed to be delusional. Guys, we're 12 minutes away from the 90-minute mark. Let's get 100 likes up in here so I can shadow box for you guys. We're close to it. We're at, what, 27 likes away? YouTube, listen up. We need a 10% algorithm boost. Just get a little more of the crew up in here, a little 10% boost so we can hit the 100-like goal. And then I can, start throwing some fisticuffs. The people want to see the shadow box. And they said it since the beginning of the stream, AJ. We want to see you do your thing. We want to see you dance. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you slip and slide. Listen, I can deliver what you guys are asking for. I can deliver what you guys want to see from me. Absolutely, I can. I got you, savages. Bump, 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 bump. Dispensary, bro. I don't buy the street cards. Kyle called out Cannoneer, so they'll give him Brendan Allen. Yeah. Brian shouldn't have been fighting down anyways. Brian Battle's whole career has been built off fighting down, yet moving up. I want to see him take on somebody better. It takes real strength to suck and unclog the Benjamin. Facts. Edson Barboza versus Lerone Murphy. Close fight, man. Fuck. I don't know. Stipe who? Most dormant fighter. Got to dig deep in my brain just to remember him fighting. That's funny. Smash the likes. I appreciate you guys encouraging the smash. AJ, what's next for Renat? Run it back with Zaleski? I don't think they're doing that. I'd like to see Renat battle again. They won't do that either. I don't know, man. Renat Dalby got announced. There we go. My delusion was right about UFC 301. I said Anthony Smith would tire out Petrino and win by a late sub decision, but my brain told me Smith sucks and is soft and he would lose quick. It's fair, bro. Don't be upset. That's part of the picks, where everybody sometimes thinks of the other side of a pick. 24-2, the last pay-per-view. That's your record, 24-2. Omnipolar, I've never seen you consistently post picks in the chat, and you're a member, and you're telling me that you're 24-2. So I'm not even going to say I don't believe you. If this is true and you're not sharing with your fellow members, then you are an absolute narcissist in the chat, and all of the chat should riot against you. I did Hearn. Petrino did mess up some other stuff, though. How about you? Oh, Instinct's replying to somebody. I was like, what? Abus versus Warley Alves. Finally a winnable fight for Abus Magomedov, but he'll probably still find a way to lose somehow. You see MVP training with Hamzat. Great prep for Whitaker's in-and-out style. Definitely the game plan there. And MVP gets some high-caliber wrestling training. Hey, guys, we're 9 likes away from 90. I'll incentivize a little. At 90 likes, I'll throw the shades on. And then at the hundo, I'll shadow box it up. Yeah, I hit my parlay, but I had Petrino in 1 instead of Michelle. And no, I faded all, though. I'm sorry, Hernanov. Pantoja versus Mokaev, bro. Cop is not getting the title fight. Not happening. Yeah, I'm Superman, bro. 24-2. You're fucking Superman. Jones is overrated at heavyweight, beat Gone with 1 takedown. If he continues to fight, Jones gets beat by an Aspinall or other good, powerful heavyweights fade. He did look slow striking early in that heavyweight debut. Phil Rowe or Jake Matthews? I'm going to go Phil Rowe decision. On verdict, I did score top 40% prelims and top 25 on the main card for 301. Good shit, Nate Brown. You're locking Woodson into Spain. I think you're on with 2 good picks there. I think you'll hit. Sarah McMahon's got the worst jiu-jitsu ever, but the best wrestling. Gold medal, right? Silver medal. What medal? Isn't she gold? I like indica, sativa, and hybrid. I like all of them, but it depends on the day. So the reason I like hybrid or sativa is if I'm doing like, a live stream. If I'm just laying down watching TV, I'll, hit the indica and start zoning out. Gobi is a legend, bro. He blessed the chat with 50 memberships, bro. So don't forget the Phil Hawes pick, AJ. Listen, can we not talk about the Phil Hawes pick, please? Can we not talk about it? Bookie Slayer. Bookie Slayer. My guy, Bookie Slayer. Shout out to him. Bookie Slayer. He'll get you right. My guy. This is the real Bookie Slayer. If you don't know who he is, well, you hear him, getting shouted out by fighters on some UFC cards. Shout out to him, bro. Thank you for the $6.99, Bookie Slayer. He says, Nascimento money line. You think he's going to beat Derek Lewis? You're on that line heavy? I respect your picks, my brother, but damn, Nascimento looks so bad always. Hey, either way, thank you, my brother Bookie Slayer, for the $6.99. Shout out to you, bro. Bookie Slayer, dropping the love, man. I appreciate that. Shout out. 11 out of 13 yesterday, top 1,000 on Tapology. Good shit, Paku. You're a savage. Yeah, W Bookie Slayer. Thank you for that dono, man. You're a sucker for stats. Like this weekend on Paul Craig, 25 fights, 2 went distance. That is crazy. It's finishes galore. You're a sativa hybrid type of guy. They're the best. Warley Alves is moving up to middleweight, but I don't like the idea. Indica's the only one that makes me feel good. It's probably because the body high. Lewis fighting for his career. I agree. Bro, all my friends are casuals. I stay chatting with AJ. Let's go, Hernanov. That was a big reason to create the channel too for me, right? Is to have people to talk MMA with. Because, like, you know, not all your buddies are really into it. I'm still tripping over Anthony's wins. I had canceled his winning bet too beforehand. Bro, you shouldn't have bailed. Nascimento, better training camp, and he's got guys who have fought Lewis from ATT in his corner. Listen, I respect you, my guy. I respect it. Let's see what version we get of Derek Lewis. What do you think about Alberg's side? Raj, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was watching Alberg's last fight versus Dawoon Jung, and as great as he looks from the outside, I have concerns that Menafield has the power to sting him, and also there's not going to be much of an option for Alberg to grapple. And if we're in a heavy third round, it's a scary fight. I picked Alberg nervously, bro. Yeah, I saw Blood Diamond get chinned. Dude, you should have bet Anthony Smith, bro. You should have just went dog savage. Should have just went dog savage, Raj. Should have just went with Alex's fucking Aldo pick, dude. They call me a casual, shaking my head. They say 301 was shit. I'm just happy we had fights. Bro, the card was good. I like Alonzo as a dog too, value-wise, and Rizzy Boeuf, he has a proper weight cut. I worry about Rizzy Boeuf's weight cut. That's a major concern for me. If Conor wins, it'd have to be by knockout, right? I don't see him winning the other way. Yeah. If he won by sub, I'd be fucking shocked. You did bet Aldo because Alex had good shit, Raj. Yeah, that's a good pick, man. 301 is really good. I love 301. I can't trust Alberg's chin, and I can't trust Menafield because he lost to William Knight, who's complete garbage. It's a fucking coin flip fight. My coin flipped to Alberg, but betting-wise, there is value on Menafield as an underdog in a 50-50 fight. I don't really keep up with the Drake-Kendrick beef, but I heard the Kendrick fucking hate bars today from my cousin showed me. And, dude, he dropped some hammers, dude. He fucked Drake up. Good card, brother. Thank you, Keep Out. I agree. 301 had real good fights. I don't think Chase Hooper wins. Kazach, always good, never bod. What's up, MMA Cucky? Betting-wise, great value for Alonzo. Agree, AJ? Yeah, it would be more of a value bet. I'm not going to go all the way to the pick, at least not right now. But there's certain times where you pick against who you're betting on because you see the value of the line. If the fight is a 50-50 and the line now has, you know, a tail telling a different story, I think that fight is much closer than the odds have it to be. And I think that is a dangerous bet because looking at it, Carlos Alberg is a near 3-1 favorite. He's minus 260. Menafield's plus 220. To me, that's more of a 50-50 fight. Guys, we're at 85 likes up in here. Guys, we need 90 likes before the 90-minute mark. And if we hit 90 likes before the 90-minute mark, I'll say to the at least an extra 10, at least to the hour 40 if we hit 90 likes by then. But I want 100 likes so I can shadow box it up for you savages. And, you know, I feel like it's a successful stream if it finishes with a shadow box. I don't have the lock yet. I'm dropping the lock tomorrow with Mike Finch on Moneyline. Who else can't wait for the 100K sub hair reveal? Let's go. Drake just responded, LOL. They sent Kendrick all fake info he was using in his tracks. He didn't do his homework. He just took everything he got and he didn't look into anything. Damn. Damn. The beard's grown back, bro. The beard's coming back. You always look at bets, investments, lines of factor. Fact, dude. I got a strange feeling Alberg is getting chinned. It's not a crazy opinion. Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. Give me Tank Davis. Pacu, he's got the black magic, bro. He jumped on Smith sub, Smith, Aldo money line, and Brito Pantoja two-leg. Good call. Good call, Pacu. Kazuch. All right, I got you, MMA Cucky. Who's been streaming longer? You or Finch? Me, bro. Actually, I got Mike Finch into this, bro. I got Mike Finch into doing the YouTube show. I don't think if Finch, I don't know. If he didn't meet me, I don't think he would have been posting on YouTube, man. He did a long time ago, but he didn't stay after it. Pacu does have the inside knowledge. Pacu, where are you getting this inside info, dude? Where are you getting the inside info, Pacu? Alberg is awesome, but very predictable and one-dimensional. And he does slow later in the fight. The Conor trailer looked crazy. I was never in the hype of Alberg. I think he's a slick striker, though. I'll pick him because I believe in improvement and I believe in the potential. Menafield is a slightly above average guy with big power and athleticism, but like actual skill, he's eh. He's eh, bro. He's an eh fighter. I haven't talked to Finch yet about his world title loss. I'll talk to Finch, man, tomorrow during Moneyline. Paku works for ESPN Bets, bro. He's a ghostwriter. What do you think is next for Gaethje? Something big. Something big. I don't know what, but something big. It's still going to be epic fights, but he needs some time off, man. A vicious knockout like that, I think it's in his best interest to take off at least 5 months. MMA Cucky is the gem, bro. Let's see MMA Cucky's recent video. Let's go to his channel. The Jesse on Fire video was sick. Damn, he's only got 8 subs, man. He needs more. Bookie Slayer, thank you for $27.99, bro. AJ for Prez, God bless. I appreciate you, man. You know, I always really do with you, bro. And it's always cool to see you popping in. For a long time, I always heard you getting shouted out in the post-fight interviews. And it's cool to see you support the channel, bro. So much love, man. I appreciate that $27.99. The generosity doesn't go unnoticed, bro. That's really fucking dope. Shout out Bookie Slayer, guys. Good man. Genuine question. Is there render issues with Finch's thumbnail? Shout out Finch, man. Love that he's uploading. Yeah, I was thinking the same. I'm going to talk to him about that. I don't know why they're coming in blurry. I make his thumbnails in HD, but for whatever reason, they come in blurry. AJ, what do you think McKinney round 1 via sub, similar to Faraz Siam's performance? I think that's possible. I'm picking McKinney by sub. Justin said he's staying 6 months off. Well, he needs it. Ian Parker told people to bet Pichel should be fired immediately. Fuck it, bro. He's trying to snipe underdogs. I do about 30 to 50 hours of study each week. Just hard work, no inside knowledge. Also fight, so I have good stylistic read on each. You understand things more when you felt it. Good call, Paco. I agree with you, man. Pop quiz. What round did Conor get TKO'd against Mayweather? Round number 10. If you go out tonight, look up at the moon so you can see Paul Craig's soul floating through the ether. That's fucking funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny as fuck. Hey, 94 likes, guys. We're 6 away from 100. Let's make it happen. I wonder how it feels to sit there and make more money talking about something you love, UFC. I would love to do something like that. Bro, you know what? I'll tell you something. Talking about something you love like UFC and then, making it happen, you better be ready to not make money because for years, there was nothing coming in. Now, yes. And that's fucking years of grinding, bro. Bro, I got over 2,000 videos, dog. I've been doing this a long time. And I think it definitely is not something that you start looking for the financial gain, but rather you start as passion for the sport and you want to build a base and you want to have some fun and maybe get some good people that like your shit, bro. It's definitely a long grind and not for the faint of heart, bro, because you're going to get discouraged if you get obsessed with the views. I use you my video for the opener. If not, I'll delete it. Let me check it out, bro. You definitely dog. MMA Cucky, I got no beef with that, bro. I got no beef. I actually appreciate you using me. That's cool as fuck. I just liked it. MMA Cucky, shout out. I don't have any issue if you guys have clips channels and you want to clip pieces of me or something like that, whether it's positive or negative, dog. Like that's cool. That's cool. UFC isn't offering Jones any good fights, but he's ready. They got to be offering him something good. Come on. And it's not just as easy as to make a video and talk. So much goes into it. AJ found the recipe. Thanks, Habib. Bro, you need to spend time watching a fuckload of fights, and your brain has got to be on it a lot. For over 400 days, you can't get a good fight. I agree, Hernanov. That's a lie. Who did Conor beat to get a shot at the featherweight title? You beat Chad Money Mendez. I always hate picking wrong on fights, which I was right all the time. CC Money, we all do, bro. We all do. It is one of the most annoying things is when a fight happens and then you're like hindsight 2020. Bro, I knew it. I should have went with that. Fuck. But that's going to be everybody, man. Make picks. Be happy for the ones you get right. Be, grateful for the ones you get wrong too, because you're learning. AJ knows everything MMA. Thank you, Hernanov. AJ, I saw you pick Buckley. Who's that Rizzy Boyev guy? Rizzy Boyev's a good striker, but he's cutting a lot of weight down to 170 on short notice. Buckley's looking pretty primed. I could see Rizzy Boyev coming in at 173 also. And I think he fatigues later in the fight, and Buckley could stop him later, even win a decision. I think Buckley's on the rise, man. I met my girlfriend through a friend of mine. It's the worst just knowing your fighter can actually win or should have won, but it's a cage fight. Also, refs. Yeah, the game's crazy. Yeah, it's at 170, bro. I always feel so conflicted when there's hella hype on one side of the fight as well. It makes it even harder, bro. Making picks is all about riding with confidence. And at the end of the day, sometimes you got to hope for the best, brother. You do everything you can, and then you hope for the best. Drizzy Goat, man. That's you, bro. Stop projecting. You're a little John Jonesy, Drizzy Goat. I know you've had a crush on me for a while, my brother. But listen, I'm not interested, man. I said we're just friends. How many times you got to say that, dude? Who do you think Paddy Pimblett should fight next? Either Moicano or Bobby Green. Time for a shadow box. We're still 5 likes away from the shadow box, bro. I would love to do the shadow box for you guys, but we need the likes first. So get me 100 likes and I'll put the fucking gloves on and shadow box it up. Patty versus Matt Frivola. Nah, it's too risky. Who's next for Pantoja? Probably Mokaev. Legend way to break our beef, brother. Thanks, dude. What would you do if Conor McGregor just walks in your room trying to fight you? Looks like I'm throwing down with McGregor, man. I'm going to try my best to channel a little bit of Dustin Poirier, a little bit of Nate Diaz, and a little bit of Habib all in one. I should fight for the UFC. Cap, I had Magny KO all week. Oh, you talking about the fucking Malat fight. Try to never let anyone sway your opinions in this MMA betting and picking game. Get a few reads of people on the internet, but mainly do your own research. Paku's got good points, man. You got to think with your own. You know what I'm saying? You start, oh, this guy said this. Well, this guy said that. Fuck. Go with your own gut and then feel reassured when people agree with you, but don't be swayed away from your takes, man. Who can I rob in the UFC? I don't think anybody, man. I wouldn't. I'm not a thief. Malat better win against Urbina. If he doesn't, his career is over. Nah, Patty's not getting Benoit Saint-Denis. Why are you trying to hurt him, bro? Why are you trying to hurt him like that? I think Moicano deserves someone higher in the rankings. Bobby would be a perfect matchup for propelling Patty up the ranks. Agreed. I haven't gotten to watch Albazi yet, but maybe an interim title eliminator with Mokaev. No interim, please. I guess Mokaev and him might fight. You didn't mention me in a while, bro. I thought we had beef. Drake is smoking Kendrick in the battle. Nah, Drizzy Goda. I'm not bothered by you. No beef at all, my brother. I'm chilling. I got a shadow box in a second. I don't think Patty would win against Moicano, but I'd like to see it. I would. Oh my God, I'm actually really happy to stand up, bro. I gotta grab the gloves. One sec. I gotta make sure this hat stays on. You gotta go a little Klitschko style. Obrigado. Oh. I'm worn out, man. Oh my God. Bro's gotten a lot better at shadow boxing. Thanks. I appreciate you, bro. I'm not taking the hat off. I'm imagining I'm punching Anthony Smith, actually. No, I'm in great shape, bro. That was a hard spar. Hard spar. The best thing about your channel is you don't make biased picks and biased takes. You're a straight shooter, unlike most content creators. Good cat you are. Thank you, M.A. Cucky. I appreciate you, bro. Bro, this guy has hands. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. You did miss the Ripskis. You missed it. Peaky Blinders meets UFC. I'll take my hat off at 100K subs. The flying knee, I'll save it for during the week, bro. I did legs yesterday. My shit is so sore right now. Give me Hardy by decision over Aldrich. It's an fight. I'm really not all that hype on it. It's a mid-tier matchup, to say the best. Like, that's me being nice. It's really not a good fight. It's not exciting to me. I'm here all streams when it comes to members. I miss me. Yo, Tuesday, 8:30 members stream, bro. Hernanov, listen up. The real deal. I'm like the real deal, Holyfield. Yeah, Petrino did get fraud checked. He did. Hey, tomorrow, every fighter that got exposed on UFC 301 will be exposed here on the channel by me. I'm dropping that video, as well as every fight I need to see after UFC 301. So expect the Mondays following the pay-per-views to be some continued content. Probably if I didn't do the Sean O'Malley news reaction, I would have done that today. But because of that, I already dropped a pick video out, the full card breakdown. I didn't want to spam the hell out of the algorithm. And instead I said, you know what? Let's do a live stream. Let me chop it up with the people. But if you don't know about the full card predictions, honestly, I'd be weirded out. I'm like, what? You don't know about the full card picks? Make sure to check out my UFC St. Louis full card picks. And if you aren't watching the news videos, you can check out my Omalley versus Merab news reaction right here. Let me put that up. There we go. You can check that out. Give it a look. Honestly, I think the news reactions are starting to really marinate into something great. So if you haven't started watching the news reaction, you should. If you're not interested in the news reactions, but you still fuck with me, at least go, click on the video, comment with a W and like it. That helps the algorithm. So I appreciate you all. Guys, I really am glad that UFC 301 was a fucking banger. And I think that this weekend's card is actually going to be pretty good too. Patty versus Jalen Turner. Nah, Jalen Turner don't have the hype. UFC co-main for Perth. Maybe it's like Volkanovski versus somebody else. Versus like not a champ. You're loving the news reaction? Thank you, Brick Lazy. Yeah. Expect news reactions. Expect hot takes throughout the week. MMA drama. I'm dropping like everything MMA. So post notifications, turn them on if you haven't. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And make sure to subscribe if this is your first time here. Smash the like button on your way out. I appreciate you guys, man. Glad you've stuck to your guns in the Erceg robbery, AJ. Anyone who knows the criteria realized he got fucked. Mark, exactly, bro. It's purely upon the judging criteria that's just not being respected. It's not being respected. Thank you, Hernanov. This motherfucker don't miss. Let's go. 11 p.m. is Moneyline tomorrow. I got Savage content coming out during the day, and then I got Moneyline in the evening hours. So that's going to be the live stream for tomorrow. And then Tuesday, live stream Q&A, maybe another video. Depends what news we got popping. And then I'll be dropping the banger of all banger live streams, and then a member stream, of course, following it. So that is the plan this week. In every video, for the most part, in the comments, I have the posting schedule for the week. So if you wonder what days I do what shows, right under there. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the love and the weigh-in recap. Hernanov, I'm sliding out. Have a great night, guys. Appreciate my people. Big W's to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.